It's a hockey stream on episode 616 of the VIG Lounge. Quick shout out, if on the off chance he watches this, the fantastic video game commentator Ian, who is the proud owner of 616 Entertainment. Highly doubted, but just in case, so there's no copyright. This is just the 616th episode of the VIG Lounge. Now, I'm going to be playing one more episode with some NHL 26 content. I'm going to be taking a break this weekend, spending some quality time with Dawson, so I figured I'd at least get one stream in beforehand. That's why I did the UFC stream earlier in the week as well, so I didn't forget. But can the Penguins go ahead and close this one out and move on to the second round in the season mode playoff against the Rangers? Well, there is only one way to find out, and we'll have to see if the Penguins can do that, or if the Rangers can claw their way back and get their first win of the series while being down 3-0, which is not looking too good, to be fair. But the last game was wild between these two teams, as Pittsburgh was up 4-0 and damn near blew the game, but fortunately held on for a 4-3 win. So we'll see if we get that level of shenanigans, or if we have a, less competitive game this time around. We'll have to see. Either way, before we get started, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe with this extended intro. I am, of course, the visually impaired gamer. Now let's jump right in to Game 4 in the first round series between the Penguins and Rangers here on the VIG Lounge. Already chanting of "Let's go Rangers." Sidney Crosby played dividends in his first game of the series, being injured. Won a draw this time as well. And now Solovyov is paired up with Carlson in the absence of Ryan Shea, who is no longer a Pittsburgh Penguin. Solovyov tried to get it up and was unable to do so. A lot of crunching, crashing, and banging into the boards right now. Crosby comes away with it. First shot on goal, and he scores! Oh, the Wizard of Cross broke free, waved his magic wand, and just like that, the first punch thrown by the Penguins, 1-0. And I've got a question for you. How much does a polar bear weigh? Enough for Sidney Crosby to break the ice, baby. Look at that. He is unstoppable. And a gorgeous shot past Shesterkin. And the first shot of the game goes in. Oh, captain, my captain. Crosby in again. Looking to add once more. Fires one. Save made by Shesterkin. The rebound's up in the air. And it's gathered by Raquel, but he couldn't do anything with it. JT Miller trying to get Rangers back into it after being down 1-0. And there's Lafreniere. On the stick now of Ilya Solovyov. Dumped in by Raquel. Collected along the wall by Carlson. Carlson to the net, turned aside by Shesterkin. Penguins with the only 3 shots on goal so far. As the Rangers look to try to get something going here, Sam Girard retreats to the safety of the Penguin zone. Then finds Tommy Novak. Novak trying to shoot it, does, after being hounded a fair bit. Trying to get it down the wall, it's kicked off by Panarin. And the Breadman takes a bit of a shellacking. Tommy Novak, they may have lost the draw, but Novak came up with the puck. Shoots one, and Shesterkin was able to get to the left post and shut that one down with 12:56 to go in the first. The Rangers still waiting for their, or looking for their first shot on goal. And they still won't get it here as a nice defensive play. Shut that down. Harrison Brunick goes the other way for Pittsburgh. Fires one, scores! Oh, what a unique goal by Brunick that was! And the Penguins lead 2-0 as this young defenseman gets his first Stanley Cup playoff goal. Harrison Brunick, what a shot. With Kindle hanging out in front. And Mike Sullivan is looking on in disappointment. 11:40 to go in period one. Save made by Shelovs as we've got the proper Penguins netminder to start, and another save by Artie on that one. Anthony Mantha carries in for the Penguins. Knocked off the stick. Brunick with a huge hit there. Pass across to the debuting Philip Kemp, captain of the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins last year. Shot by Lazat, turned aside. Puck sent all the way down. You can see it in the ferocity that was that dumping, that the Rangers are not happy with their play right now. Huge shot! Handled by Shesterkin, but wow, did Sam Girard ever lead into that one? Nice save by Shelovs. Highlighting Igor Chinikov, who just re-upped with Pittsburgh for 3 years. Very happy to see that. Because he had some great chemistry with Malkin and Novak last year, so. Oh, and the Rangers got a power play somehow. Let's find out what happened here. Okay, I mean, it's a trip in traffic, but whatever, it is what it is. Try to kill this one off. Shot deflects wide. Up the left side now to Brian Rust. Rust shoots, denied by Shesterkin on the shorthanded bid by number 17 in white. Congratulations to the Rangers. They've got their first 2 shots on goal. And Crosby elects to carry it in himself. Knocked off the stick, but gets it back. Finds Solovyov. Finds the wall, which then finds Carlson in a huge rip. Goes into the breadbasket of Shesterkin, and he will hang on to that. A 900 save percentage. Definitely not worth the money he's being paid if that's the case. Especially in a do-or-die game, being down 2-0. Carried in now. Shot, a save by Shesterkin down low. 50 seconds on the Rangers power play. They don't even have a shot. Meanwhile, Pittsburgh's had at least 3. Puck rolls in on Shelovs. Carlson got it up to Connor Dewar, who will gain the red line and dump it in. Shesterkin tries to play it off. And the Rangers fans are booing. I'm not really sure why. Maybe because of this lackluster power play. Knocked off the stick of JT Miller. And a huge hit along the wall. And the Penguins now get an opportunity at the power play for 2 minutes. As the former Ranger Artemi Panarin definitely gets the stick in there, and I think that's going to be a cross-checking penalty. No, it's a slashing call. Wow, okay. I just guessed cross-checking because that's normally all the computer does against me. Second power play unit out there, Malkin to take the draw. And he wins it. Back to Sam Girard. Shoots and a save. Shesterkin with Malkin lurking in front. 4:38 remaining here in the opening frame. Rangers look to clear it, and it goes into the bench. Ooh, good opponent. Another one drawn and rolls in on Shesterkin. That is terrifying. Thankfully for the Rangers, Shesterkin was actually paying attention and will do this draw over again. Malkin wins it back, this time to Girard. Got it across. Malkin tees one up, and it goes off from Shesterkin. And is cleared now by Sam Carey. Rangers get it all the way down. Girard looks to get things going again, and of course nobody got to the puck. Never mind, the Penguins do get there first with a chance in front, denied by Shesterkin off the stick of Brazeau. Brazeau with another shot, and Shesterkin has it again. 1:07 remaining on the man advantage, and 3:52 to go. Here in the opening frame, Pittsburgh leads it 3-0, looking for more. How that's only a 52% threat, I will not know. Oh, of course, you gotta talk about Matt Rempe. Gotta talk about Matt Rempe, that fucking plug. Lazat out on the draw, wins it. And Girard with a wrist shot, it goes high and wide. Adam Fox clears it. Penguins have had a few opportunities, they just haven't been able to find the back of the net just yet. Not for lack of trying. Speaking of not for lack of trying, here's Raquel, and it's knocked off the stick. Girard collects it, fires one, and the rebound's there. Rangers look to get it out. The other Radish had a chance to Taylor, but he didn't get a shot away. As his brother absolutely exploded for Tampa Bay last year, and now got what may be an unjustified contract for the Toronto Maple Leafs, but they're not my team, so I don't care. Couldn't get a power play goal there for the Penguins, but they did have a lot of zone time and a good number of shots. So, may not be successful on the score sheet, but it's definitely successful on draining the clock, and a save by Shelovs, who has not been tested a lot, but when he has been phenomenal on the 3 shots he's faced so far. Chinikov fires one, and a save made by Shesterkin. I'm sorry, I said it was 3-0. It's only 2, and that shot goes out of play as the one-timer gets deflected. And the Rangers trying to get something going at the end of the period, and they simply cannot. Take a look at the stats in a moment. 2-0 Pittsburgh after 20 minutes of play. And let's see what else we've got to work with here. Shots on goal 17-3 in favor of the Penguins. Hits 13-4 in favor of Pittsburgh as well. The Rangers slightly ahead in the passing percentage and doubled up in the draws. Each team 1 for 1 on the man advantage, 0 for 1 on the man advantage. Pittsburgh generated more chances, both in power play and shorthanded opportunities. But here's where we stand. 2-0 after 20 minutes, with 40 minutes remaining for the Rangers to try to get back into this one. Second period action coming at you here on the VIG line. Knockdown as the Penguins trying to bully the Rangers in their own zone again. Weren't able to do so this time. The Rangers with a chance, but Shilovs is able to shut the door. Sidney Crosby tried to make a little bit of nice stick work, but was knocked away by Panarin. There's Lafreniere with a chance. EK65. Got it up to Crosby, and then he lost it. Crosby has it behind the net. Pops out in front, shot, rebound! Couldn't get it to go. Rangers now up to 5 shots on goal. Make that 6, and Shelov shuts the door on that one. 16:43, early stages of the middle frame. Pittsburgh still leads it 2-0. Off a goal from Sidney Crosby and from Harrison Brunick. Puck knocked away. And regathered by Adam Fox, then given away at center. And Letang is going to wheel his way in. Fires one at Shesterkin. Shuts it down. And gets the whistle. Shots 19-6 now in favor of the Penguins. Letang with a bomb denied by Shesterkin. Now Novak to the side of the net. Have the puck, let it go on the backhand, and that's turned away by Shesterkin as well. Kept in by Letang. He'll let it go. Shesterkin knocked out to the corner. Now Girard lets it rip. Novak tried to dance a Ranger defender, and he wasn't able to do so. Girard got back defensively, but the Rangers still got a shot away. And there's a goal from the forgotten Radish. And the Rangers make it 2-1. Bit of a scramble in front, not a lot that Shilovs could do. As Taylor Radish has his 3rd point in this series. Kindle wins the draw. Got it up to Brazeau. Brazeau with a chance in front. The big boy shoots one with the buttery silk mitts in front of the net, but Shesterkin shut that down. Trying to decide what to do, going up the right side, knocked off the puck. And a save, Shilovs, he's got it again. Penguins look to get it out, and they will. Anthony Mantha, who may not be a Penguin for much longer, depending on how things go. I mean, I'd like to see him maybe in a 3rd-line role. Like, it'd be nice to see if we can cash in even 25 goals next year, but maybe he wants to sign somewhere other than Pittsburgh, I don't know. Did certainly have a prove-it deal in the regular season. Not much to say in the playoffs, unfortunately, but be that as it may, I'd still accept him. Carlson scores! EK65 has the Rangers feeling blue as the Penguins are back up by 2. Erik Karlsson's been all around the net. And finally cashed in. Cranked it off the crossbar. And the Penguins are able to get it out. Gerard sends it all the way around. Collected by Blake Lizotte. Lizotte to the front of the net. Turned away by Shesterkin. And now Letang lets it go. Trying to join the party of right-handed defenders who have scored tonight for Pittsburgh. As Harrison Brunick scored earlier with his first goal in the playoffs. And first career playoff goal. Gavrikov in a battle with Rust. Now Panarin. Letang. Up to Rust. Brian Rust. Turning, shooting in front of the net. Couldn't get it to go. Sidney Crosby. In the right wing circle. Shoots one. Rebound for Novak on the redirect. And Shesterkin has it with 3:31 to go. .331 in the middle period. Adam Fox. That's knocked away and crushed into the bench. Highlighting Will Cooley. I cannot believe it. They are handing out abilities like candy. Like, how does Will Cooley have anything? Trust me, I don't even understand why someone like Jeremy Lauzon for Vegas does, or even somebody like Chinikov. They're all, mid-tier players, but whatever. Oh, and Novak just tucked it in. How about a little shot of Novocaine as Shesterkin just misplays the puck, and Novak says, "Thank you very much." It's 4-1. I don't know what he was thinking there. Because that should not have gone in. When it rains, it pours, and what a difference between Game 3 and 4. Whereas the Rangers were close in Game 3, but... And Brunick's got an assist as well. He's got 2 points now. Here's Evgeny Malkin. Putting that big rig zone ability to good use. Denied by Shesterkin. I love that he can stop that, but he can't stop a simple, I don't even know what you would call that, long drive. Goes to the wall. Letang has it again, lets it rip, and the rebound goes to the corner. Pittsburgh increases the lead. They may have given up 1 goal, but it's 4-1 after 40 minutes for the black and gold. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Shots on goal, 31-13 in favor of Pittsburgh. Hits, 23-11 in favor of Pittsburgh. We got up to past 80%, but the Rangers got up to 83% almost. So have to try to keep an eye on that. Rangers, of course, controlling the face-off dot 15-8. Not the worst, but still not ideal. And each team, again, 0 for 1 on the man advantage. Can the Penguins close this one out, or will the Rangers have another comeback in them, just like they did in Game 3? Well, let's find out. 40 minutes down, 20 minutes up. See if the Penguins can close this one out here on the VIG Lounge. Crosby wins the draw. Got it to Rust. Rust in, shoots, and the rebound pops up in the air. And JT Miller finds Vladislav Gavrikov. Then the puck finds Solovyov. So the Penguins carry back in. Crosby looking for a second, and he won't get it there. Well, the puck does get to Rust, who's battling in the corner. Someone's trying to jam the puck free, and nobody can. Now Raquel trying to get it down the wall. And the Rangers come away with it after all that, so what I did was completely pointless. Nice pass to Solovyov, who then finds Raquel, who will simply bash it into the Rangers zone. Rust at the side of the net, turned away by Shesterkin. Crosby pops out in front, that's turned away, and the rebound goes to the corner. Erik Karlsson gets knocked down. Of course, nothing called, but it is what it is. Solovyov simply going to hammer it in. Rangers collect it first. Erik Karlsson got it up the right side to Tommy Novak. Novak drifts in, fires one, scores! Shesterkin thought he had it, but Novak put it through him, and the Penguins now have a 5-1 lead. We may have stars finding the back of the net in players like Crosby and Karlsson, but Tommy Novak is the hero of the show as he's got his second of the game, and I think that's going to be the end for Shesterkin for tonight. And with the way things are going, we won't see him again until next year. 6:04 time of the goal. Puck rolls all the way down, and Shesterkin is still in net, actually. Honestly, I would have pulled him on the first Novak goal. 18, and he scored a pair of goals. Fed one up now to Sam Girard. Girard trying to dance his way in, and it's knocked off the stick. Trying to get a Let's Go Rangers chant going. They've kind of been flat tonight. Being outshot 37-15. Kindle in front. And now Brazeau's got it. That shot goes wide. I think it did actually bounce off of Shesterkin, and Harrison Brunick muscled off the puck. Mantha with a drive. Where's the puck? Oh, Shesterkin backed into the net, made sure he had it. And he'll hang on with 9:25 to go. Or excuse me, I think it's 9:35. Draw win by Kindle and a blast by Brunick as the youngsters go to work for Pittsburgh. Oh, the Rangers will get a power play out of this. See what the call is. Looks like interference on Anthony Mantha. I mean, okay. How could that be interference? He was behind him and not even facing him. Like, I don't know what the hell they were calling with that, but whatever. Crosby wins it. And now Rust will simply carry it out. Trying to get a pass across, couldn't do it. Crosby. I mean, it almost looks like the Penguins have a power play. Carlson tried to keep it in, but was unable to do so. Big blast, turned aside by Shelovs. And Rust will get it clear. Oh! Huge hit again, Merkel. He gets jostled, couldn't touch the puck. Crosby will send it all the way down. And Shelovs hangs on to that one with 6:49, and we are feeling fine remaining in the third period. I'm good. I had a burger earlier today, thank you. Actually, I had a chicken Caesar sandwich, but still, it was quite good. From a burger place, so. Cooley driving to the net. And they got a one-timer. Johnny Brodzinski, who is a Ranger no more, as I believe he went to Washington. I mean, there's no chance for Shelovs on that one. Rangers make it 5-2, but as the late great Bob Cole would say, they're just playing for pride now. Now Gerard scores! We now return to our regularly scheduled program. 6-2 Pittsburgh. Malkin wins it. Cross to Malkin. Trying to tee one up, but he couldn't get it to go. Giveaway. Here comes Taylor Radish. They let him in the garden again, and a save made by Shelovs. Tommy Novak has two already, looking for the hat trick. Didn't get it. Cheetah with a shot. Whoa, that was a bit of a crazy rebound. Brunick. Got it to Mantha. Mantha deflects it in. Oh, goodness, what a weird bounce that was. And then Mantha just runs over a Ranger, collects the puck, shoots! Denied by Shesterkin. Here's Brandon Tanev, who's never been a Ranger in his life. I don't think either of the Tanev brothers were Rangers at any point. I could be wrong, though. But I don't think Chris was at any point either, so. Always interesting trades that the PC decides to do. That make no sense in the grand scheme of things. Highlight of Kiefer Sherwood. Oh yeah, delivered a hit. Good for him. Knocked down Letang. Save made by Shelovs. And he will hang on. Save made by Shelov once again. He will hang on. As the Rangers have half the amount of shots now as Pittsburgh does. +1. So give or take. Another shot there by the Rangers turned away by Shelov, who's been excellent, especially shutting down the Rangers' top players. Crosby has got his second! Oh, it is Igor Shesterkin at this point. My goodness. 3 goals in 2 games. Yeah, the Penguins are definitely better with Sidney Crosby in the lineup. And the Boomers are raining down. 20.1 to go. Up the right wing side, carried in by Raquel. Raquel drifts and shoots, denied by Shesterkin, and that's going to do it. The Penguins are moving on to the second round. The powerless New York Rangers have been swept. And Shesterkin gets the head pat, even though he lived up nowhere near to his expectations. As we see the handshake line. As we see Shesterkin letting in all kinds of goals. Here comes Crosby in the last one on a partial break. And makes no mistake. Take a look at the stats before we wrap things up. Shot totals 46-26 in favor of the Penguins. Hits 40-23 in favor of Pittsburgh as well. Passing percentage close for both teams. Rangers went out on that one slightly. And not so slight as the face-off advantage. The Rangers 1 for 2 on the power play on that bullshit interference call, but it is what it is. What matters most, Pittsburgh scored 7 goals at even strength. And were led by Sidney Crosby, which makes sense, and Tommy Novak, which was a nice surprise, having 2 goals apiece, along with Harrison Brunick getting his first goal, among others. Erik Karlsson finding the back of the net as well. But the Penguins will be moving on to the second round. I will, of course, start that next week after I finish off the series with the Golden Knights, hopefully in 4 games as well. But we shall see. Either way, thank you all for tuning in to this episode of the VIG Lounge. Once again, I am taking a weekend break, so I'll join you guys on Monday, probably with some wrestling content, I think, and we will go from there. But until next time, I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer 1987. I bid you adieu. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend, everybody.